So, some people may wonder, hey, I wonder what it's like to be black. What does it feel like to be African American? Mostly male. What does that feel like? Well, I'll tell you. Because on this channel, we say the things that people are too afraid to say, but not on here. Ain't no fucking filter. So, number one, I can't really compare myself to whites, Asians, and yeah, there's only four racial groups: whites, Asians, Hispanics, blacks. I can't compare myself to whites and Asians because I've never been with an Asian. I've never been with a white person. I don't know what a white person looks like naked or the touch or the feel of one. I've never been that like intimate with a white person. You know, neither. I've never been with no white dude. Never been with no white woman. Never been with no Asian. Never been with no Asian woman. But I've been with black people. I've been with Hispanics. That's as far as I've been, like outside of my race. And I've never, like I said, I don't really think it's necessary. Like at this point, like anything you do, when you're a little conscious, I feel like anything you do and you know better, and the result is bad, is your own fucking fault. If you know the history, if you know what white and black relations are, or what they really truly are, and you go with it and something bad happens, it's your own fault. But I can't really compare myself with them because I've never really been with one. Like that whole wet dog theory, that whole wet dog shit, like white people smell like wet dog, I really would never know because I can't smell. And I would tell you this, when I get out the shower, so I wet my hair every day. I wash my ass every day. If I were to not wash my ass, my hair would have a smell to it after like a day or two. So it's like we all stink when we don't wash our ass, when we don't wash our hair. We all have a smell. Like I said, I don't know if a white man has a bigger dick or a white woman has a fatter ass. I don't know. But I will tell you this. Not every black male is well endowed. I feel like that stereotype is over exaggerated at best. Not every black male is well endowed. Not every black male has an athletic ability. Now, what I can say is this. I can talk about the intelligence part. So, I don't know if this disqualifies me because I was vaccinated as a kid, and my theory on vaccines is it fucks up the child. But I will tell you that maybe, just maybe, there may be a little bit, and I mean like, so when you're studying, when you're reading or you're studying, and you have to, and this is the thing about this channel, we don't take sides. We just tell shit how it is. When you're studying, you know, you gotta have to retain what you read. You have to save it in your brain. It's possible, I'll say Asians may have a little bit of an advantage of maybe remembering shit. Like, I mean multitasking. Like me, with my accident, See, I was able to multitask, read like a lot of books every day, hundreds of books. But after the accident, it fucked me up. But I'm still trying to get where I want to be. But it's possible that they may have a little more brain power, as in they can multitask, they can retain all the shit they do, maybe simultaneously. Like they could do math, science, history, they could alternate. Like I gotta do shit separately after my accident. But I don't believe that anybody is not doesn't, like, they lack the ability to learn. If you can remember your name, you can remember the periodic table. You can learn the 27 amendments of the Constitution. So I don't believe in like the whole racial theory of blacks being inferior. I do, but I will say that other groups of people just may be better than others at certain things. So yeah, but a lot of it is based on culture. If you put somebody in a certain culture, they're going to emulate what they're around. But yes, it just happens to be blacks are better at basketball. Asians and whites and Jews are better at academics. But that doesn't mean it has to be like that. It can change. Yeah, like I said, I don't know the physical part very much. Like I said, they say that Asian men have little dicks. I will never know because I've never been around an Asian person's dick. I don't know if a white man has a small dick. If a white woman has a flat ass, I will never really know. But the whole theory of the whole black male has a big dick is over exaggerated at best. The whole athletic stereotype, yeah, you see blacks dominated in sports, but I feel that's based on culture. Because you're not born to just play basketball. You have to learn those things. You're not born anything. Everything is learned. And when a culture is so intoxicated off of athletics and not academics, this is the result. The NBA is dominated by blacks. And ironically, well, not ironically, whites and Jews, they are the owners of these teams. The commissioner, I think, is the other day, it was a Jewish guy. It's not a coincidence that Jews and whites, they own the teams. I think it was a rapper saying that, because we know the NBA was mostly white before blacks were allowed in. And he was saying that, yeah, they allowed you to play basketball and they became your slave owners in the process. They own the teams. But here's the thing. My hair has a certain texture to it. It's really thick and curly. You know, my skin, like I said, I don't really know. I can't compare. Like I've been with an Hispanic before. They have straight hair. They don't have hair like me. They have long, straight hair. They have smooth skin like me. And their dick size is the same size as mine. Like I don't think it's any bigger. I don't think no one has like a giant dick. No one has the average person doesn't have a 9-inch dick. I've never met somebody with a 12-inch dick. It's the same size as mine. And honestly, it's not really something that I've ever just stopped and like, hey, how big is your dick? Can I measure it? I've never done that. I don't even think about that kind of shit. But yeah. Our physical differences are what they are. Like I said, I don't feel like people are just like here's the thing too. People think that black people are just naturally strong and they can just lift hundreds of pounds. You have to train yourself to get there. Nothing, like I used to be skinny as hell. Like I said, everything is culture and environment. I don't see a lot of Asian people eating fried chicken and hog mogs and black eye and peach cobbler and sweet potato pie and macaroni. Their diets don't consist of that kind of garbage. So you're going to be a little thinner. And also understand, those foods can affect your brain activity. It can affect how you process things. It can affect how you reading and academics and class, like your ability to learn in school. You can't eat like that slave food, like fried chicken, hog mogs, and chitlins, and expect to study for your dissertation. You don't study for dissertation, but you can't expect to go to school and eat that kind of shit. You have to eat a balanced, healthy diet. Because it's shown that gluten, for a lot of people, can affect the brain. This is why culturally Asians stay away from cheese and dairy. They fuck with pork. It's a lot of pork in their culture, but they don't fuck with a lot of like bread and dairy. They don't fuck with bread and dairy. Now the French, they love dairy. They love bread. But it's like everything is culture, guys. Culture. But physically, we may be different in some aspects. Like hair, obviously your hair, your lips, your skin color. But I don't feel like the average person's ass or the size of their dick is like exclusive to race. Like I don't feel like black men just naturally have big dicks. I don't feel that Asian men, I would never really know, but I don't feel like they naturally just have little dicks. I really don't feel that way. Or a white woman naturally has a flat ass. You have to work out to get it bigger. But yeah, I don't believe that we're very much different, other than the obviously physical differences, like the eyes, Asian people with the eyes, whites with your hair. But like I said, intelligence, I feel like anyone can learn, but it's just that some people may be a little better at other things than other groups. And I can accept that. I can accept that, yeah, maybe an Asian can kick our ass in school. Okay? I can accept that. But that doesn't mean that I'll just throw in the towel and be like, okay, I guess since I'm not as smart as Asian people, I'm just going to play basketball. I'm just going to get on the stage and tell jokes. No. Nah, that's not how that goes.